Here's your other reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. All right, the sea turtle's killing plastic straw is going to DEI. DEI, which is going to be DEAD very, very soon. And I mean, Trump's basically like, yeah, we're all done with this. And when we come to find out what actually happened with the horrible crash last week, he is not backing down from his assertion that this is DEI related. So let's talk about it. Okay, so he basically told, there was a reporter, first of all, I don't know if y'all saw the press conference. I'm watching all the press conferences, and he has one like every day, unlike Joe Biden, who couldn't string two sentences together and tripped up the stairs. It must be so nice, even though they hate Trump and they like really despise having to be there. At the same time, it's probably refreshing to be able to talk to a president who can, have some basic cognition skills and someone who will actually talk to the media. Anyway, he was in the Oval Office the other night and he had this like impromptu 30-minute press conference. And he was like, listen, and one of the reporters kept interrupting him, and he was like, excuse me. Like, the rudeness of these reporters. They seem to still think it's 2016 and 2017, and that they can play the same games with him that they did before. And Trump's like, no, not doing that. This is FAFO 25. Like, we're not doing that. So they kept trying to cut him off when he was talking, but the reporter was like, do you want to walk back your comments on that this crash might have had something to do with the DEI programs? And he's like, no, actually, I think probably is exactly what happened. He goes, look, that helicopter was flying 200 feet too high. So, look, I'm not an air traffic controller. Obviously, no one would want to hire me to do that. It's a hard job. The fact that the FAA lowered its standards so much to basically saying that these people, and this happened under the Obama administration, you had to take this really hard test, you had to have this degree, and then you basically take this test. If you pass, then you can be considered to be an air traffic controller. 3,000 people passed the test, they were ready to go, and Obama dropped them off the list of applicants because they were white, okay? Then, to add insult to injury, they got rid of the qualifications to be an air traffic controller, and they put in this like questionnaire, like tell me about yourself questionnaire, like stupid, crazy stuff. And then they made it so that they wanted to hire people with severe disabilities, like severe psychiatric issues, people with blindness, like what? Like, basically just bottom of the barreling it. And I'm sure that they brought in people of color who, because they are not qualified to do this job, had chips on their shoulders, and then the people that did have the qualifications to do their jobs had to walk on eggshells around these people and then do their jobs for them. I'm sure that's exactly what's been going on in the FAA. Now, somebody in that control room, there were supposed to be 2 people to man it. There's only 1. Somebody told that helicopter, you can go ahead and fly at that altitude. And Trump has brought up the fact too. He goes, look, it's not just this instance. You can see all over the country planes circling around because the air traffic control people don't tell them where to land. Like, it's a chronic issue. And the former transportation secretary, Pete Buttigieg, who only got the job because he likes to take it in the pooter from other men, he didn't do anything with this. It was all about diversity. It was all about inclusion. It was all about, what's the color of your skin? This is, again, the kind of thing that we're going to look back on like the alchemists, and I've made this point before, where alchemists thought in the Middle Ages you could turn human poop into gold. They really thought it, and they thought it for a long time. We're going to look back on DEI and the woke crap and be like, what were these people thinking? Like, why would you want to lower the standards of people that are responsible for making sure planes stay in the air or planes fly correctly with pilots? All these airlines that aren't hiring white people. I mean, these people that got denied jobs because they're white, they're going to sue the hell out of the federal government. And I hope that they put riders on for Obama and Biden and all these people that made these policies. That's what needs to happen. They need these people, President Biden, President Obama, whoever else, needs to be personally held responsible for these kinds of outcomes. And now, when they told Trump, they're like, are you sure you really want to say that right now, considering there's an investigation is going on? He's like, I'm just going to call it right now. That's exactly what happened. We're going to come to find out it was some DEI crap. Like, but look, if he's wrong, he'll admit he's wrong. He doesn't have a problem with admitting he's wrong. But two things can be true. Maybe he's wrong about this, but also we shouldn't be having people with severe mental disabilities telling planes where to fly in the air. Like, two things can be true. So it's going to be a very interesting investigation. And he's like, it's not going to be no 2-year investigation where it goes nowhere either. Like they always try and do. Sweep it under the rug and make you forget about it. And, unless you're a family member who lost someone, life goes on. Just move on to the next tragedy and the next crisis. No, Trump's like, no, we're going to get to the bottom of it. And we're going to get to the bottom of it quick. And he's like, and it was DEI. And DEI is dead. And oh, by the way, we are removing every vestige of DEI from every part of the federal government, including your stupid little email signatures that have your dumb pronouns in them. So that needs to, he's like, you better get rid of those pronouns by the end of the day, or we're going to have a problem. It's lit, y'all. Democrats are in a massive spiral, a death spiral. They elected David Hogg as their vice chair to the DNC Sunday, to which I say fantastic. Like, they've learned absolutely nothing. David Hogg is this little twink that grifted off the Parkland shooting tragedy. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even there. I don't think he was at school. I could be wrong here, but I don't even think he was in school that day. There was something weird. Like, he's grifted off of it. He got to go to Harvard because of it. Because he's out there talking about how bad guns are. And he looks like he definitely takes it in the pooter. I don't know if he does, but he looks like he does. So he's the new DNC vice chair. But then they elected this other guy from Minnesota who, Tampon Tim is all for, that they're going to be like, we're going to get back to kitchen table issues. It's like, I don't know how the base of the Democrat Party is going to feel about that, because you've allowed the insane people to run your party. But sure, let's give it a shot. Y'all, look, getting rid of DEI right there is going to prove how much incompetence that we have been governed by for so long, simply because of someone's race, simply because of someone's gender or sexual orientation or religion. It is going to be mind-blowing when you realize that the adults are back in charge. And they try to pretend that when Biden came in, the adults are back in charge. No, you're the people that gave us Dr. Rachel Levine and that freak Stephen Britton who shaved his head and wears red lipstick and women's dresses, who ran our nuclear program, who likes to steal luggage. Like, those are the people you were like, those are the adults back in charge? Like, okay. So yeah, Democrats are in a free-for-all spiral. They don't know what the hell to do. And we're going to be proven right. I think Trump's going to be proven right. Some to do with the people that were manning the air traffic controller that night, which is why this happened. And some people are like, well, the woman was a pilot. It's like, I don't think that has anything to do with it. Actually, she had 500 hours of flight training. I think it had to do with it. The helicopter was too high. So someone told her that they could be in that airspace, and she couldn't. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting investigation, is it not, ladies and gentlemen? All right, that's going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. I will be done. Bye.